Dad, can you play that again?
Let's go. What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. What did I miss? Yeah. Let's go. What did I miss? What did I do? Let's go. Let's go. What did I do? Let's go. Hey. Let's go. 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 Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bounce till we go.
Hey, yeah, hey, what did I miss? Hey, yeah, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Dad, can you play that again? Dad, can you play that again?
Let's go. What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. What did I miss? Yeah. Let's go. What did I miss? What did I do? Let's go. Let's go. What did I do? Let's go. Hey. Let's go. 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 Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bounce till we go.
Hey, yeah, hey, what did I miss? Hey, yeah, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Dad, can you play that again?
What is up? What is up, everybody? So glad to see everybody. Um, is it still the morning? Yeah, it's an early show. I'm doing an early show. Gotta sit back so y'all can see my stuff. Damn. But anyway, I'm doing an early show. I had a hearing this morning, and I was like, I probably should go live. So, since I'm already up and got the energy, and then I don't have to do a recorded video because y'all those take so long. I know y'all see the videos, they only be 20 minutes, 7 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, but guarantee you it took me like 4 to 5 hours to edit the videos. So it is way easier to just do uh live content, way easier. Then I gotta remember. So I was like, let me just go live. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that's here. I know there's gonna be more people flowing in. Um, Hope y'all can hear me in the chat. Y'all know before we get started to please come in and like the video. Please like the video. Please, 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 please share the stream as well. Please share the stream, send it out, to put it in your family group chats, put it in your Facebook groups, put it in your Instagram groups, put it on threads, put it on X, put it everywhere. You know, I am streaming live as well on X. I would ask that if you're on the X side, please come over to the YouTube side and like the video, and then you can go back and watch it on X. I put my stream on X because I obviously have a lot of followers there as well. I actually have more followers on X than YouTube. So that's why I'm trying to be more consistent with my content so that my YouTube can get bigger. Because to be honest, I've been doing YouTube for what, 2 or 3 years now, and then I see some people they came to started content after me, and they already got 2-3,000 subscribers. So I'm like, damn, I need to push it so that I can grow. Because I should have been done had 1,000 subscribers, but I put it on myself. I put it on myself because I'm like, I don't think I was being as consistent as I could, and so now I've really just pushed myself to start being more consistent and putting this content out. But anyway, hopefully y'all give me a thumbs up. Y'all can hear me in the chat. Y'all know I do like to hear from y'all during the show. So please, comment. And also, if you're watching this on the playback, please comment. I like when you guys comment. I try to respond to every comment if I can. Now, of course, if you say some dumbass troll shit, I may respond to you. I may not. So just know that. But I do try to respond to everybody's comments. So please comment on the live stream, but also if you're watching this on the playback, please comment as well. But yeah, I got some good content I want to get out today. Show shouldn't be too long. I'm hoping I can be done with this by noon, so that means just a little bit over an hour of content I want to give y'all today before I get on with the rest of my day. But let me, my God, it sounds so quiet in here. It's like, because you don't have any music on. I'm in a chill mood, so I'm gonna turn that down. But anyway, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Really appreciate everybody. And like I said, please leave comments. Let me make sure. No one said we can't hear you, so I assume y'all can hear me, but I'm just gonna make sure real fast on my stream. And then I'm gonna get into the content. Okay, looks like we're good on the everybody can hear me. All right, awesome. Just needed to check that real fast. All right, well, anyway, as we go ahead and get into this content, first want to start off talking about the Dallas Wings game versus the Atlanta Dream. Actually, I'm gonna start the reverse. I'm gonna start out talking about the Sky, and then I'm gonna talk about the Atlanta Dream. So, to bring up the Sky game, we played the Washington Mystics, and I just don't know what it is with this team and why they seem to have our number. Because the Washington Mystics is like good, but they not that damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a loser record just like us. Oh no, they don't have a losing record. Okay, they're a 500 team. All right, so I gotta put some respect on their name. But still, the Washington Mystics can be beat. I think they're currently the 8th seed. But anyway, let me pull up this game. Chicago Sky. Here we go. All right. It was a close game. Oh no, that's not the right game. Come on, bro. The game we just played. Why is this ESPN acting slow? Yeah, this is the game we just played. But how do I get the ESPN? I like ESPN better. Y'all, hold on. I'm trying to get it. Cause I don't know why Google acting slow. It's like, bring up the game. Damn. Okay, here we go. So, yeah. All right, so here's the game. Let me take this off. How do we take this off? So y'all can actually see. Okay, anyways, bringing this up. So this is the gotta put it on the bigger screen so y'all can actually see that. All right, here we go. So looking at the Chicago Sky versus the Minnesota Lynx game, this was a game where, of course, we could have won. I mean, we always almost or get close to beating the Mystics. We just seem to cannot pull it through. Now, it looks like we never won a quarter, but we were just close the whole time. They outscored us by 3 in the first, by 5 in the second, by 3 in the third, and by 6? By 6 in the fourth. So clearly it was a tight game. You know, it just kept going back and forth. I wish we could have come along and actually been able to at least win a quarter or two. Maybe that would have been the difference, maybe not. But I think, you know, really the difference maker, if we look at just the Mystics and why we didn't win this game, Miss Sonia Citron, the one that we decided to trade. I mean, not trade. We didn't. Well, yeah. I mean, we basically traded Sonia Citron because we traded the 3rd overall pick, which was Sonia Citron. So we traded Sonia Citron for Ariel Atkins, and she went off 10 of 15 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block. Was plus 14 and scored 28 points on our head. So, really, that was pretty much the difference maker. Now, granted, I believe that we game plan for Sonia. I can't see us not game planning for her, but I don't think anybody was counting on Sonia putting up those amount of points. I'm not sure if it's a career high, but I think it was. I think it was. And if not, just look how efficiently she was shooting, though. Like, it was just daggers, just over and over and over and over again. And that comes from what? Not playing defense. Not playing good perimeter defense. I mean, that's what all that is. I mean, had a lot of wide open shots. You know what I'm saying? And if you leave Sonia Citron open, she's going to shoot it. And we just caught her. Because even she said after the game, she's like, hey, I have nights it ain't going in. This was just a night going in. And we just should have taken her more seriously. You know, Brittany Sykes had a good game. She ain't go cook us like she did before, but had a good 18 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, right? Kiki Irafin did her thing, 8 of 14 from the field, 6 to 8 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, plus 23 and 22 points. So both of the rookies, Kiki Irafin, Sonia Citron, had a big game. Now, I know people gonna look at that and be like, "Oh, so Angel got dominated?" Not dominated. No, she did not. Angel kind of played Kiki Irafin, but these coaches don't want their post facing Angel 1-on-1, so they kind of like scheme them open, or put them on someone else, you know what I'm saying, so that they're not really constantly going against Angel. I'm not saying she didn't get any points on Angel, because she did, but I'm just saying these 22 points was not on Angel's head. Maybe like 6 or 8 was on Angel's head, but 22 points was not on Angel's head. So just throwing that out there. But and then also, Shakira Austin, she was shut down. 6 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. She ain't do much, you know what I'm saying? But she never does much against Angel. Kiki Irafin got sunned last game, so I know why she tried to, bow up and do better this game, which she did. So shout out to her. And the rest of these people, nothing. It's really just the big three went off, and if the Sky just didn't have enough power. Now, when we look at our game, Angel comes back from a back injury, and yet she is leading the team again in points. Like, oh my God, it's just crazy. I really wish to God that Angel had a better team. I do. I really. What's up, Ty? Glad to see you. We need to pray for Mozzie. Something happened to him? Yeah, Twyman, I'm from the area. No. I represent. I'm an Angel. Twyman, I'm an Angel Reese fan. But so I cover the Chicago Sky. So no, I'm not in the area. I'm in Dallas. But y'all got a good squad though. Y'all got a good young squad. Are you a Mystics fan? Twyman, let me know. I love when like my Dallas Cowboys fans are like fans of like different NBA teams and stuff, because we get to talk about something else besides Cowboys football. But yeah, let me know, Twyman. And Ty Church, you said pray for Mozzie. Why? Just pray for him in general, or something happened? Let me know if you're still in the chat. But anyways, it says it's 11 of y'all watching. Please make sure that y'all hitting the like button on the way in. I know it should be more, or maybe not, because this is just a weird time. But I was like, whatever, I'm going live. So, but anyway, when we look at the Barbie, right? Barbie came back with a vengeance. Now, when you look at the efficiency of the field goals, wasn't as efficient, but look at this. Getting to the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the refs for actually giving Angel finally a whistle. I'm glad that they finally are giving Angel a whistle, because I remember 2 games they weren't calling shit versus the Mystics. So thank y'all for finally calling the foul. She was still fouled more. Tyler Marsh was crashing out because they weren't called. Some blatant fouls they just were not calling. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So efficiency wasn't great from the field, but still 22 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 3 assists. What I love here, only 3 turnovers. That's what I love. And 13 rebounds. So, of course, Angel comes back, bad back, still had to wear the freaking back massager in pregame warmups, and still leading her team in every category. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if Angel Reese had a team, we would be in the playoffs, clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of the team, Camilla did pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Camilla. Her and Angel both did good, you know what I'm saying? She had 21 points. And I thought Camilla had a block. They don't be counting people's stats, because I could have sworn Camilla had a block. Maybe she didn't, but I thought she did for sure. She had 10 rebounds, Camilla 5 from 6 from free throw, 8 of 16 from the field. So shot 50% from the field. So shout out to Camilla. We know Angel and Camilla, especially we know that when Camilla gets Angel back, or when Angel and Camilla are on the floor together, they play well. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that if Camilla has Angel, she's going to perform well. Angel knows how to get the ball to her. I feel like she just plays with more confidence. Now, granted, we're not going to act like Camilla wasn't getting steady double-doubles over these past 2 games that Angel was sitting out, but clearly she's on a different level. That's what I'm saying, when Angel is in the game with her, opposed to being out. Right? Doesn't mean she can't produce, but I think she produces more. She produces at a different level, like I said, when Angel is on the floor with her. And then Bantam, you know what I'm saying? Bantam had 3 steals. I really have liked Bantam's defensive effort. I gotta go back and look at, because I watched the game live, so I gotta go back and look at who was supposed to be guarding Sonya Citron. Was it Bantam that was getting cooked? Was it Rebecca Allen getting cooked? Was it Kia Nurse? Like, who was out there getting cooked? Because I look at the box score, it looks like Bantam had a pretty good defensive game, but you can't just go from the box score. You know what I'm saying? 3 of 8, 3-point, 8 of 14. So she wasn't as efficient with the 3 points, but efficient with the, more efficient with the field goals. But it just sucks because look at what we did. It's pretty much almost equivalent to the Washington's big 3, but we still didn't win. It just shows that we weren't playing defense. We were not playing defense. Because even Rebecca Allen, 10 points. Kia Nurse, 7 points. Like, Michaela even finally got on the board after being, zeros for the past couple games. Will is disappointing here. She did not have a great game. 2 points, only 5 rebounds. She did have 3 assists, though, and she had a block. So it's like not bad, but you would like to see more from, more production out of Will, especially offensively. But it just sucks. It's like you still can't put it through when this is your starting 3's numbers. Like, we're just not playing defense. We're not playing perimeter defense. Let me look at the 3-point efficiency. Yeah, what's crazy is, okay, they shot 41% from 3 compared to us 31%. So clearly you see the difference. They hit more threes, you know what I'm saying? They hit more threes than us, and that was pretty much the difference of the game. And threes mean that you're not playing perimeter defense. They're not playing perimeter defense. What's up, LaDonna? Glad to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your support, LaDonna. And everybody, I see it's more of y'all in the chat. Please be hitting the like button. Please hit the like button as you're on your way in. Please share and please subscribe. So overall, Sky loses because they can't play defense. We've got to tighten up. We've got to tighten up defensively. You know what I'm saying? If we want to win these games, we're 3-11 away, 7 of 19. I've already said I'm going to be very hard pressed to make the playoffs, but we at least want to see the team develop and get better. You know what I'm saying? We just need to take it one game at a time, and just try to win every game that's in front of us. Haven't done a great job, but we really got to pick it up. Offensively, I feel like you're picking it up, and I think Tyler Marr said that. He said, I'm not mad at our offensive effort. We had a very good offensive effort. Clearly, y'all see the numbers, but defensively, it's not going to cut it. Like, we got to get better on the perimeter. And we had gotten better because y'all remember at the beginning of the season, it was raining threes on our head. Everybody was just putting up crazy threes. And then we got better. And then now it's you back to the threes killing us. We can't have that. We got to do better. We got to protect the perimeter better if we actually want to win games. Can't be allowing teams like the Washington Mystics to put up 103 on your head. Like, that can't happen. So I'm not sure how many more games they have versus the Mystics, but I'm pretty sure they played 2 or 3 and we haven't won a single one. So Chicago really gotta pull it through, but at the same time, the roster just got to be better. You got to get some more defenders in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the basketball is defense and offense, not just offense. That's why it's hilarious when people, if you're great at defense, but you're like middle of the road in offense, people try to shit on you like, oh, you're not a great player. No, there can be such thing as called a great defensive player. Hall of Fame. There's Hall of Fame people in the Hall of Fame right now for playing defense, not for their offensive scoring. So I don't know why people. It's just this new age that we in. It's this fantasy. I always say it's fantasy football, fantasy basketball type of era that we're in, where everything is just offense. Can you score a three? Can you hit logo threes? Can you do this? Can you do that? Nobody cares about defense no more. Like nobody gives a damn about defense, and it's sad. It's sad, but guess what? No defense, no rings. No rebounding, no rings. So you cannot care about defense all you want, but if you don't play defense, you're going to get cooked. If you don't rebound the ball, you're going to get cooked. So anyway, that's it on that. I'm going to look at this game recap. See what it says. It says Sonia Citron scored 28 points. Kiki Iriafin added 22 careers. Yeah, so it was career highs for both. Sykes supported them with 18 points. Yeah. Washington shot 51% with 3-pointers. Yeah, that's pretty much a fair a fair recap of the game. Dang, it says Scott scored twice inside, and Lucy Olsen's capped a 9-2 run for a 39-21 lead, the biggest of the half. Chicago got back within one, but the Mystics surged ahead again and led 55-47 at the break. And then Washington shot 59%, 6 of 13 from long range, with 16 assists on 20 baskets. Golly. So yeah, we got destroyed on the perimeter. And I thought that Tyler Marsh would have made adjustments. That's the one thing I have to criticize Tyler Marsh is like, make adjustments. If you see that Sonia Citron is hot in the first half, you should have been blitzing her. You should have been doubling her, trapping her. Like, hello? Why are you continuously just letting her shoot one-on-one at the three when she was red hot? You can't win games like that. And like, that's the next step for a coach like Tyler Marsh. Is like, you need to learn how to make in-game adjustments, Tyler. Like, I see your team fighting. They really fighting because Angel back, you know, but you need to coach better. I don't know how best to say it, but you need to coach better. Gotta coach better. Got to coach better, because when you have an offensive game like you had, you shouldn't have lost that game. Maybe we need to start practicing more defense. Like, do some I don't know. But they got to get together. Moving on. With that, I'm going to go ahead and do a recap of the Wings game versus... Who we play, y'all? We played... Oh, the Atlanta Dream, which that was a nail biter. Let me see. It was a really good game. It was a very good game. And I'm sad that we couldn't pull that out. I'm really sad we couldn't pull that out. I feel like we should have. But it's hard. Y'all can see here, Nas Hillman hits tie-breaking 3 with 2.6 seconds left. Scores career high 21. Why do I have to be on the teams or be the fan of the teams that let ninjas hit career highs on their head? I hate that shit, bro. Like, why it gotta always be my team? We got the Cowboys, the Dallas Wings, the Chicago Sky. Like, damn. People always want to have career games and shit on our heads. You know, people want to teams be losing, then they get back when they face my teams. I hate that stuff. But where is this game at? Was this the last game? No, the last game was a home game. That ain't right. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to pull this shit's naive up. Wait. Oh, you know what? I think I got it here. I don't know what that thing is doing over there, but I'm just going to go to the schedule. Here's the game. Bruh. Where the hell is the... Oh, here we go. Oh my god, dang. All right, when we look at this game, this was a back and forth game. This was a good game. I want to focus on the wings because I really don't feel like Atlanta did much. They didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides Naz Hillman. And when we look at the Atlanta starting lineup, Brianna Jones, Brittany Griner, Alicia Gray. Bro, what is this? How do I get this off of here? All the ass is what really pisses me off on freaking whatever the hell. Bruh, get off of my screen, damn it. Okay, there we go. But anyway, Brianna Jones, Brittany Griner, Alicia Gray, like, those are who you're game planning for. And you're also game planning for Pow Pow, because she's a very efficient 3-point shooter. Ain't nobody game planning for Naz Hillman. It just was a game where Naz Hillman had the hot hand. I hate that, but it's like Naz Hillman had the hot hand, and so she was a difference maker that no one was expecting. I would have liked to see Chris Koklanis in that last play, like Chris. She had been hot all game. I know you game plan for Alicia and Brittany and Brianna, but Alicia wasn't, you know, she was missing some shots. I know what the box score say. The box score says she shot pretty efficiently, but down the stretch, she was missing some shots. It was clear who was hot the whole game, and that was Naz Hillman. She was hot the whole game. 7 of 9 from the field, 5 of 7 from the 3-point, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 21 had the most points on team. Like, it was clear she had the hot hand, and the fact that we allowed her to get that last shot off was ridiculous. I would have let Alicia Gray get that shot off. I would have let whoever else get that shot off besides Naz freaking Hillman. I'm not gonna sit there and let a backup beat me. A backup that's been a bench player that's been shooting hot. Like, I'm not gonna let you beat me. If I lose by Alicia Gray hitting the game-winning 3, then I can live with that. I can live with Alicia hitting the game-winning 3. You know what I'm saying? But Naz, hell no. But anyway, looking at, you know, how we played, I think we played pretty good. Paige played awesome, and Paige played very good. Now, when you look at her numbers, not as efficient, you know what I'm saying, but not bad. 8 of 20, 3 of 7 from the 3-point. I really like how her and Enrique's numbers are reflecting one another. It's like how people are shooting is showing me the order in which I want people to shoot. As far as Paige first, Enrique second, Geisel Slaughter in the starting lineup, Geisel Slaughter third, then Haley Jones, then Quinterly. So the shots taken, I really vibe with this. Maybe the coaches have finally figured something out here. You know what I'm saying? Finally figured something out. From 3, look like we did pretty well from 3. Here, Enrique, 0 from 3. So you don't love that. You know what I'm saying? You don't love that, but she shot pretty well from the field. But wish she could have. She hit a very clutch shot in like the last second of the game that she actually tied it. But then they let Naz Hillman hit that 3. So, but wasn't a bad game from Enrique. Didn't go off. Would have wished she could have gave us a little bit more, like a 15, 18 points. Because if so, then we win. But, it happens. Sometimes you're not going to get a lot of points. I got to go and rewatch that game because I only watched like the what is it? The second half live. So I want to go because I was doing a live show at that time. So I want to go back in and really see how were they necessarily playing Enrique defensively. To see, how they limited her to 12 points. But Paige went off and she actually broke a record for, let me see if I can pull it up. It's on the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure I have it here. Profile. Let me go here. And I promise my Dallas Cowboys peep, I'm gonna get to the content, I promise. But let me see. See what page. This was a losing play right here, guys.
3.
Terrible.
Wow. That
On top, they leave Hillman open, and she knocks down another 3.
Can't do that, bro. And I think it looked like that was supposed to be.
On top, they leave Hillman open, and she
Yeah,
knocks
that
down
was just
another
a.
3.
It just looks like Lee lost her man in the zone.
On top,
Yeah.
they leave Hillman open,
She double teamed
and
Brianna
she knocks down
Jones.
another 3.
Which I feel like Lee should have been on Brianna Jones and Haley Jones should have been on Naz Hillman. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not what I wanted to share. I wanted to share a graphic of Paige, which I thought I had it. Because I literally talked about it. I must have missed it. I know I reposted it. Y'all forgive me. I'm going to pull it up. I know I definitely talked about Paige. This is also very cool. Paige has scored double figures in every game. Shout out to this lady, Maya Taylor. I like her content. So y'all give her a follow. She covers the Dallas Wings. But Paige has had, what's it say? She scored in double figures each game she's appeared in this season. Paige is different. Honestly, I feel like Paige is low-key the best in the league. She's the best, one of the best guards in the league, period. I think she's playing like a top 5 guard, and I do think that she's generational for sure. Just the ball handling moves, like Paige is just nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like the ball handling moves, the grit. She can shoot from anywhere on the court. There, there's not like a specific, a lot of players, like they're more system players and they got to get to their certain spot or whatever. Like not Paige. Paige can literally shoot from anywhere. She could drive down low. She has the 3-point shot. She has mid-range. Probably the best ball handling guard. I think it's probably tied for her and Enrique or best ball handling, like on ball, 1-on-1, ISO ball handling. Paige has got to be the best in shooting and getting a shot in your face. Paige and Enrique. That's why I say best guard duo in the league. And I stand on that shit, and I'm gonna forever stand on it. And people was really trying to say they wasn't gonna work and they needed to break up and blah and trade Enrique, but hell no. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't find it. I thought I freaking posted it. You know what? The Dallas Wings should have it. Because she's like the fastest. She's tied now for the fastest guard or the fastest player to get to 500 points. Oh, yeah, here it is. Paige Bueckers moves past the legend with 21 points and 7 assists tonight. She passes Sue Bird for the second most games with 15 plus points and 5 assists by a rookie. Only Caitlin Clark has 30 ahead. So clearly Caitlin had a crazy rookie year. We can't deny that. Especially with the assists, it was crazy. So she looks like she probably has 11 now. So we'll see. We still got a lot of game left. We'll see if she'll pass Caitlin's record. But that's not even what I was looking for. I was looking for where we at? Bro, how they don't have that? Who posted that damn graphic? Did they take it away? I'm just so confused. Like, it should be right up here. Oh, we waived Grace. Damn. Bro, I can't find the graphic. But anyway, she's the fastest player to 400 points and 100 assists, I think is what she is. I don't know why it's not on here. Like, do better, social media team. Let me see if it pops up. Okay, so she's the fastest player since 1997 to record 400 plus points and 100 assists. Shout out to this page. I love this page, Real Sports. I've shouted them out before, but I'm shouting them out again. They're great for basketball, great stat analysts. So y'all be sure to give Real Sports a follow if you are on X. Sorry guys, I gotta charge my computer. Okay. So anyway, I think we, okay, yeah, and she tied. Here we go. She tied. This was the graphic I was looking for. She tied Cynthia Cooper for the fastest player to reach 400 points and 100 assists in WNBA history, and both did it in just 22 games. So Paige is having another thing. After the night's game, Paige Bueckers becomes the first player in WNBA history to total of 350 points, 100 assists in their first 20 games in their career. So Paige is doing historical things, which we knew she would. We knew Paige would. We knew who Paige Bueckers was when we got her. You know what I'm saying? It says Lee Rue is a substitute big at best. The Wings can definitely find a better 5 to start, in my opinion. I don't know if I can agree with that. No, Mada. I really like Lee. I know she messed up in that clip, but I've also seen Lee play very good defense, and also when she was starting, she was pretty much getting a double-double for us. I'm not sure what moved Lee out of the starting lineup. I know Chris Koklanis, the coach, said that he wants to start off faster, and I wanted Haley Jones in the lineup, but I was saying take out, and I still believe she need to be taken out. Take out Quinterly from the starting lineup, and then take Quinterly out, because my starting lineup that I wanted was Paige, Arike, Haley Jones, Louisa, and Lee. I still think that's the best lineup that we have, and I think we probably could have used Lee more on the floor. Again, I know that clip was bad, that transition. I feel like her and Haley didn't make the right call, the right transition there. It basically I play this game called Connect 4 with my fiance, and she always gets my ass. I don't know how she does, but she sets me up to where it's like, it doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna lose. And I feel like that's what the Dream put Lee. They put the Wings in a situation that's like, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do, you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you're going to double team Brianna Jones because she's the threat. And that's what Lee and Haley Jones did. They double teamed Brianna Jones because they're like, we can't allow her to go down low, which then left Naz Hillman wide the fuck open for an open 3. So it was like, let's say they didn't go to Naz Hillman. Let's say they went to Brianna Jones. If they went to the Brianna Jones, it was likely still going to be a win because it's a mismatch with Haley Jones and Brianna Jones. It's a mismatch. So it was like they were gonna lose. They had them right where they wanted them. And that's when it comes down to coaching. Because their coach obviously schemed up a play that he knew would work. And then you once again saw when Chris Cole-Clandis was scheming up the last play, the players did not believe in it. And you could just tell the way Paige shot the ball that she knew that shit wasn't going to work. They already knew the game was cooked. They knew they lost. I hate that. And it's like we needed to play defense. We needed to stop them. We didn't do our jobs last night. But it was still a close game. I can't really be mad at anybody. Like everybody played well for the most part. Dejanay had another good game for us. 8 points, a block, 3 assists. You know what I'm saying? 3 rebounds. Shot 4 of 7 for the field. She was making some really good and smart shots. So Dejanay, honestly, we just need to get Quinterly out of here. I'm fine with putting Dejanay up here. I'm fine with. I would prefer for Lee to be playing as well. Either one, I'm with it. I am with it. But anyway, all in all, that's pretty much what it came down to, guys. I don't have really like too much because as you can see, they won in the last minute. It was just 2 teams going at it. We was going at it. They shot 52% from the field, 42 from the 3-point line, 84 from the free throw. What do we shoot? 50% from the field, 50% from the 3. So we shot better than them from the 3. And 75% from the free throw line. So could have did a little bit better, but they beat us. They beat us from the field and at the free throw line, but we beat them with the 3-point. So that's why you could tell, like, it came down to the wire with this game. But I'm really not disappointed in anybody. I think it's kind of interesting what we're doing with Tierra McCowan. I'll speak on that. I think it's very interesting that Tierra McCowan went off. I forgot who that was. Went off against somebody. Got a double-double. Was playing great defense. Switch lead with Cam, Timmy, or ever better Miller, and the Wings go into overtime with Dream. Cam, Timmy. Who is Cam and Timmy? I don't know who that is. I know you're talking about Camilla. Possibly Noma. You know what I'm saying? I like Lee. I think Lee offers a lot. I think she offers a lot of versatility. She's very athletic for a 6'7" big. So I like Lee, but I can understand if you don't F with her like that. But I think she's good. I think she plays good defense too. I just think that the Dream just got us there. Like, I think that was more of like a scheme thing than, oh, Lee sucks. But that's okay. Everybody is entitled to have their opinion to each player playing. So anyway, ultimately the Wings, we just couldn't pull this one through. We got another game tomorrow. And who is it? Is it versus the Fever? I think it is. I hate playing the Fever, bro. Yeah, we have another game tomorrow, 6:30 versus the Fever. So, y'all stay on the lookout. Cam Brink and Timmy. Cam Brink. I'm gonna have to see Cam play. Cam ain't really played like that, so before I can say that, I have to see her. And Timmy, isn't that from? Does Timmy play for Golden State? That last name looks familiar. She may play for Golden State. In that moment was the problem. Lee moves too slow on defense, and in that moment, let Nas get wide open shot. Okay. I don't know. I think Lee is definitely not. I can agree and say Lee is definitely not a perimeter defender. She should have never been out there on the perimeter. Like, Haley Jones should have followed her, and Lee should have followed Brianna Jones to the basket. Lee does her best defensive work inside the paint. So I will say that. That's where she does her best work. I don't think she does perimeter defense, no, you don't want Lee out playing on the perimeter. I will agree with you, and I do think that Louisa plays better on the perimeter. Louisa also, Lee shoots the 3 too. We have really two great bigs. Give me a second because I want to look up how tall is Louisa Geisel-Sloiter. I can't even spell her name. Geisel. Yeah, that. Okay, so she's 6'4". Okay. Yeah. Louisa's definitely more athletic. I agree with that. Yeah, I thought so. When you talk about the Valkyries. Yeah, I thought she was from the Valkyries. I thought y'all played the Valkyries. No, we played a Fever, but I know what you're saying. What'd you say? I don't blame Lee, though. That's a coaching decision and own your personnel in that moment. I agree with that. It's like, yeah, Louisa probably should have been there and not Lee. That's what I said. I feel like it was on the coach. I feel like those last, when the game is that close, it comes down to coaching and scheme. Clearly, Chris Cochran has lost that. He's got to do better. But I mean, he's a young coach and he's facing Atlanta's coach, which is obviously Atlanta's coach has turned that ship around. They were a losing bad team last year. Now they're a playoff team. They're like the number 5th seed. So he's turned that team around. He's obviously on a different level than Chris Cochran is. I've already put out the video. I think Chris Cochran needs to be fired. I still believe that. I believe that he's holding the team back. I believe he's holding the team back greatly. And if we had a real coach, we would be a lot better because Chris Cochran has talent. You see, that's the difference between him and the Chicago Sky. Tyler Marsh don't got these guards like the Dallas Wings do. Like the Dallas Wings have the talent. You got the guards, you got the post players, you know what I'm saying? You got defenders, you got shooters, you got everything you need. Chris Cochran's just not good. You know what I'm saying? Compared to Tyler Marsh, he's got Angel and Camilla, and that's it. So it's hard to win games when you just got 2 players that are good and everybody else is bench players. We do have to be fair about that. I'm not saying Tyler Marsh is a great coach. I would prefer for the Chicago Sky to move on from him and get a better coach. Absolutely, I do think that he should be fired. But at the same time, when you're comparing rosters, when you're comparing Chicago Sky roster to the Dallas Wings roster, it's night and day. It's night and day. But anyway, thank y'all for being in the chat and talking back to me. I love to talk to y'all in the chat, give me feedback. Please make sure y'all are liking, y'all like the video. Please make sure that you are sharing it and subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I am live streaming on X, so if you are on the X side, I appreciate your support. I do ask that you come over to the YouTube side, hit the like button, and then you can go back to X and watch from there. I put the stream on there because I am aware that I have a lot of followers on X. So, but anyway, I am going to do a little stretch. All right, I'm going to transition into my Cowboys content. So if you're my WNBA people, if you would like to stay and support me, I would appreciate it. But if you like, all right, I'm out, I understand that. That's why I do these shows. My content is now for both. It's for Cowboys. It's for the Dallas Wings. It's for Chicago Sky, Angel Reese fans. So I'm covering multiple now. So get in where you fit in. We got a little bit of something for everybody. I appreciate that, Twyman. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate your support. I really do. Everybody's support. I really appreciate y'all and how y'all rock with me, and continue to support me and help my channel grow. But anyway, I'm gonna get into this Cowboys content because first I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say before I get into the content. I'm gonna bring my overlay back. I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of the Dallas Cowboys community when it comes to evaluations of players at training camp. I think that, and this is not a shot or anything like that, because I love all my content creator brothers and sisters in the community. I have personal relationships with a lot of them, talk to them on the phone, spend time together, XYZ. But I think when we're looking at these training camp clips, we're not actually looking at the clips. And I'm realizing now, granted, I know there's some people there on the ground who are saying what they are seeing. I appreciate Law, who's there on the ground, because shout out to Law Nation, who I call the GOAT. Law is streaming full practices, unediting videos, and allowing us, the content creators, to go in with our own eyes and look at what's happening. And I appreciate Law for that. And I love Law for that. If I had buttons, I would give Law a clap. But you also have to know, when it comes to the media, when I went through and really looked at these clips in depth, I said, oh, the media is posting clips of would-be sacks, but they're not talking about it was a sack. Tackles for loss, but they're not bringing up that it's a tackle for loss. A catch is out of bounds, but they're not mentioning that the catch was out of bounds. And I said, oh, these people got me too. Because when the media posts the clips, they're just gonna, most of them just post the player's name that's like the focal point, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll post like touchdowns. But they're not really, remember I talked about earlier in the stream, like, people don't care about defense anymore. People don't care about defense. Because I'm seeing that there's not a lot of coverage on the defensive side of the ball unless there's an interception. But sacks and tackles for loss are not being recorded. Just pass breakups, like I said, interceptions, touchdowns. Oh, I'm talking about defensively. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But defensively, only thing I see being recorded is interceptions. Nothing else. And so when you're looking at these clips, we've got to go in and look beyond what the media is saying and see what's actually happening. Because I'm grateful to the media for the clips. I'm going to show you guys clips on Tommy Yarnish page, on John Machota page. I'm glad that they're sharing these clips, and I want them to continue to share these clips because I can look at with my own eyes. That's what I'm grateful for, because I can't be out there at Oxnard. So if we didn't have these clips, if we didn't have the film, we would just have to be believing whatever the narrative is, the popular narrative is at the time. And you can see that some clips are being spliced out. People just talking about people's losses. People not talking about wins. People, only focusing on wins. Ain't talking about losses. That's why I named this show Winners and Losers. Because we're going to go through some clips and we're going to look at the actual winners and losers and see what the hell is actually happening in these clips. So that we can get a better idea and a better handle on who is winning and losing at camp truly. Because a video of a 5-second clip of anybody could look amazing, right? If you just look at it in a tunnel. But we've got to look at what else is happening around. You know what I'm saying? To make this play happen. And specifically, I'm going to be looking at the trenches. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be seeing who are the winners and the losers in the trenches so far, from what we can gather in the clips. I'm going to do from the clips. If I had to watch, Law just posted the practice, but I don't want to sit here and be streaming Law's whole practice. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would be better just to use the clips. But maybe I will, with Law's permission, like splice out some of the practice clips from his stream and then look at that. But I definitely don't want to just be showing Law whole video on my stream, because that takes away clicks and views from his channel, which he deserves because he's the one actually there on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, okay, so I want to look at, let me get out of here. We're just gonna look at a few clips of winners and losers, and we're gonna be focused solely on the trenches. We're gonna be focused on the trenches. We're gonna be focused on the trenches. So, like, here's an example. If we look at this clip from John Machota, and y'all know I F with John Machota. Here is, hopefully y'all can see this. Oh, y'all can't even see because I didn't even share my screen. Sorry, let me share my screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this clip. So this is a clip where John Machota just titles it Joe Milton, right? Joe Milton scrambling. Ooh, but let's actually look at the trenches and see, because y'all know they cannot hit the quarterback and they can't get near him. So this is why you're going to see in the clip, like, the defenders are clearly not allowed to touch him. They're not allowed to get within like 5 feet of him. But so we've got to look at it in an actual game. Would this have been a big scramble for Joe? So let's actually look at the clip. So if we look at the clip, let me change the whatever. What is it? What does this look like? Okay, yeah. So if we look at this clip and we focus on what's going on in the trenches, what do y'all see? Let me know in the chat what y'all see, because what I see from the clip, and maybe I need to expand this. I'm gonna expand it so y'all can see better. Okay, yeah. But anyway, when we look at this clip, what I see in the middle of the pocket, you look at, it's a battle going on right here between, I believe, who is that? TJ Bass, and I don't know who this is. It might be TJ Bass. It's hard to tell with who's got on helmets and not. But what I see here, I'm going to look in the middle, and then I'm going to look here and the right. Number 98 is going up against Nate Thomas, who is now our in-house left tackle replacement for Tyler Guyton until he gets back. So if we look here at Nate Thomas, here, I'm circling him, is our guy, Peyton Turner. I had to search. I said, who is 98? But you see, there was no talk about Thomas and Turner. No talk about, see if I can start this off. No talk about Mozzie here and Bass. Okay, so that's Hoffman. That's, I think, a Johnny Cornelius, maybe. I think in the center it's got to be TJ Bass. But as we let the clip play, I see Mozzie. This would have been a sack. Because if I pause right here, Mozzie, he cannot disengage and get anywhere near close to Joe Milton at all. Like, he can't. This is about as far as Mozzie can go as far as getting close to Joe Milton. So you see Mozzie here, and you also see Peyton Turner, right? He has to pull off. And you'll see Peyton Turner, he's hopping around because he knows that would have been a sack. It would have been a sack, or at least a tackle for loss. You know what I'm saying? At least that. Maybe not a sack, Well, no, it would have been sack because if it's behind the line of scrimmage or just a stop where it's like no gain. So, and I don't know. Again, I don't know who this is, but clearly you can see right here. That's a sack, my brother. that's a sack. And then if Mozzie didn't get it, Peyton Turner was going to be right there getting them. So at the very least, that's a pressure from Mozzie where Joe has to flush the pocket. Now, you may say, no, Star, that wouldn't been no sack. It looked like the offensive line won and pushed him out of the way. Again, we've got to know they're not allowed to touch the quarterbacks. So they're not allowed to take certain angles. You know what I'm saying? They kind of have to allow the offensive line to kind of push him out of the way because they can't get close. You can see another defender here. Yeah. So, of course, Joe, he knows he can't be touched. So he's going to run and scramble. But it's like in a real life game, would that have been anything? I don't know. I don't know. And honestly, in a real life game, we see our guy here. What's our young linebacker's name? I forgot his name. Damn, what's his name? I think he's from Florida State. Hold on, y'all give me a second. Number 50, Dallas Cowboys. Shamar James. And then Shamar James would have blown him up. You know what I'm saying? So, even though it looks like, oh my God, Joe Milton got this huge scramble. It's like, no, he didn't. Or we at least have to question, if we were in a real game, would Joe Milton have gotten that? Like, would Joe Milton have gotten this in a real game? I don't know. So anyway, but that's just something where I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you have to be able to look at the full clip and look at what's going on. You can't just be distracted by the person that they name. Like, oh my God, Joe Milton, he's so athletic. Look at him. But you're not really focusing on that. If this was a real game, would that have been a big gain like that? I don't think so. If they could actually touch the quarterback, would that have been that? I don't think so. Because I think Mozzie honestly would have just rammed whoever that was blocking him right into Joe Milton. But of course, you can't do that. You can't do that in practice. So that's one clip. But then we're going to look at another clip. Which I love. And I got him on my thumbnail. Because here we just see, oh my God, CD got a touchdown. But we don't see, well, how did CD get this touchdown? You feel me? Oh. We just look and say, oh my God, CD got a touchdown. Oh my God, he looks amazing. But we're not looking at the trenches and seeing, well, how did Dak get this ball out? So we're going to talk about it here on Stargazer Sports Media. So pause. What do we have here in the center? Is that Osa? I think that's Osa for sure. Number 97. We got Osa here facing our rookie, Tyler Booker. That's what we got going on here. So if we look at this rep, we can see clearly Dak, coming out from his drop. What's happening here? Good bear down, anchor down of Osa, which allows Dak to have a clean pocket, plant, get this ball out for an easy touchdown to CeeDee Lamb, which I don't know why the hell they had Malik Hooker on CeeDee Lamb, because that's going to always be an L. So that's a no-no on Flutes. But look again. Osa tries to get him with the bull. Book stabilized, anchors down. Dak plants, gets that ball out. Nothing but money to CeeDee Lamb. So this is what I'm talking about. Let's actually take a look at the trenches and see Who's winners and losers? And again, if you're in the chat, I would like to know y'all's thoughts because y'all may have a different opinion. Y'all may see something different than me. If you're watching on the playback, you may see something different than me. And if you see something different than me, then point it out because I may be like, oh, you are right. You know what I'm saying? So don't just take my word for it. That's why I'm playing the clips on a loop so that y'all can see for y'all's own eyes what's happening. Y'all don't have to have me just say, oh, this person's having a great camp. But it's like, well, where's the evidence? You know what I'm saying? Where is the evidence of this person having a great camp? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So we're also going to take a look at I'm just going to go through a lot of a couple clips that I actually already went ahead and singled out. But if we go here, and shout out to John Machota, he's the GOAT. I'm just going to roll his clip montage. And again, this is John Machota. His ad is John Machota. Right there on the screen. So these are not my clips. These are John Machota's clips that he's taken in training camp. He is a Dallas Cowboys insider, works for The Athletic, used to work for the Dallas Morning News. And there's a 1-star podcast. So I really F with John Machota heavy. And I may try to see, honestly, if we can get John Machota on the show. That's a good idea. So y'all check out John's Twitter. I want to be sure that we be clear on whose clips these are. These are not Stars clips. These are John Machota's clips. So what's up, boss man? I appreciate you, boss. Y'all know boss is no stranger to this channel at all. Y'all know how much I love boss and support him. And y'all know y'all should be subscribed. But if you're not, please go subscribe to Boss Cowboys Sports, where your voice matters. Please go subscribe to Boss Cowboy Sports. He does phenomenal work. OC, the 100, does phenomenal work over there. So y'all please go over there and like all his videos and streams and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. But anyway, if we keep looking at these clips, we talked about this yesterday, but I love this. We talked about this yesterday on my show with my girl Mickey, Star Chasers Girls Talk Ball. But I ain't never seen no shit like this since I've been really deeply covering the Dallas Cowboys. I just haven't seen it. I didn't see this under Jason Garrett. I didn't see this under Mike McCarthy. That's all I'm saying. I never seen no shit like this before. So maybe this is normal, and this could be normal, but in other organizations, this could be so normal. So if y'all are tuning in as other fans, y'all might be like, boo, everybody do this. But it's like, not us. Not us. You know what I'm saying? It be Hollywood over here. We don't run sprints over here where we from. We don't do that. So, and shout out to Coach Marv. I need to do a show with Coach Marv because Coach Marv did a great show yesterday where he's talking about see, I lean on my content brothers and mentors and stuff like that, men who actually played the game, because I'm aware of my limits. I'm aware that I never played the game. I never coached the game. So I have to lean on them sometimes for their expertise. And Coach was talking about how this process that Shotty is doing, like Coach laid it out. Because Coach is a coach. That's why we call him Coach Mark. And he was laying out how this is different phases and this is phase 2 and all of this type of stuff. Like, but what he's saying is Shotty is doing this because he wants to build calluses. He wants to build calluses around his team. And that means make them sweat now. Make them bleed now. Make them gas now. You know what I'm saying? Do this now so that when we get into an actual game, that the players are used to it and they're ready to go through the fire. They're ready to battle from the first snap to the last snap. And the Cowboys, in the past, we've just been super finesse, so we could beat finesse teams. Sometimes we could even beat, people don't like to say it, but in 2022, we were beating we had the best record against winning teams. In 2022, if it wasn't the best, it was like second best record against winning playoff teams. So we're not going to sit here and act like, oh, finesse can't beat real teams. It can. It can. But we also have to be frank and say that in the biggest moments, when teams really said we're going to get physical with y'all, like the 49ers said, we're going to get physical with y'all, right? The Bills, we're going to get physical with y'all. The Ravens, we're going to get physical with y'all. We're just going to run again till y'all can stop it. Those are the games that we lose because we're not conditioned for those games. We're not used to those games. And coach said something else. He said that Shoddy, because I'm seeing a lot of we're seeing a lot of run plays. And I feel like in years past, we didn't see all these run plays. So we don't know if they're going to run in the season, but we at least know they're practicing. They're practicing the run. At least we know that. And Coach Marv was saying that Shoddy is doing this on purpose. Like, Shoddy wants continuous battles in the trenches in the run game because that is what is going to prepare us. And he's like, he wants it put out who's dominating who. But you see on Stargazer Sports, we look deeper into the clips. That's what I just showed y'all. We're going to look at more clips where we're actually looking at the trenches. But coach was saying that Shoddy is doing this on purpose because he wants there to be a battle. He wants the defensive line to see, oh, y'all got y'all ass kicked yesterday. So what y'all going to do about it? He wants the offensive line to say, oh, you got your ass kicked today. What are you going to do about it? It's like basically trying to challenge these players to be more physical than we've ever been here in Dallas. Well, at least since I've been covering the team. I know in 2016 we were pretty physical. We were pretty physical in 2016. So we're not going to act like, oh, we just have nothing but finesse teams. Because no, we have had physical teams. 2014, we had a physical team. At least offensively, where we ran the ball down people's throats. So we have had physical teams, but for the most part, we usually have a lot of finesse teams, and it just catches us in those biggest moments, those big games, the playoff games. It catches us. So anyway, but if I continue to, so shout out to Coach Marvin. I'm gonna bring Coach on the show for sure because I want to do another show with Coach. But if we look at this is let's just look at, I didn't even look at this clip, but this is Trayshawn Holden getting a TD. I know we look at Trayshawn Holden. Oh, look what he did. Oh my God, Trayshawn Holden. Oh my God, he's amazing. But let's look at what's actually happening in the trenches. So it looks like we got Tyrus Wheat here. This is a King Basote here. I hope y'all can see. Can y'all see? No, let me put myself on a smaller screen so y'all can see the full view. All right, here we go. So y'all can see here we have Tyrus Wheat, who's our one of our edges. We got, and in here, hold on, I gotta let this clip play because I gotta see who is that. 77. Who is 77 now? Is that a Johnny Cornelius? Hold on, guys. It can't keep up with all these damn numbers. Who is 77? I know it used to be Tyrant's number, but Cowboys. Okay, so that's Sadiq Charles. Okay, I forgot. Y'all, I don't even know who all these players is out here. But okay, so this is Sadiq Charles. Gotcha. All right. Y'all remember Sadiq Charles is who we brought over. He was actually out of the league for like a year, I believe, but he was like a 3rd round pick from Washington. Had good film when he was actually playing, but I don't know why he retired or what happened there. But okay, so if we look in the frame, we have TJ Bass. That looks like we have TJ Bass at tackle. Is that TJ Bass at tackle? I don't know. These alignments are weird, but I know for sure this is TJ Bass, Sadiq Charles. Not sure who this is. I think it's like our 3rd center, maybe. I don't think that's I don't know. Let me play it a little bit. Yeah, it won't let me see who that is versus Tommy King Basote, but I do know for sure this is Bass, Tyrus Wheat, Sadiq Charles. Have no damn idea who this center is, but I do know he's lined up against a King Basote. So let's look at the trenches and let's see how the players performed and who won the matchup to allow Joe enough time to get that ball out for an easy touchdown. So look like to me, I'll let it play again. Now Joe got that ball out pretty quickly, but honestly, if my eyes are serving me correctly, it looked like Tommy King Basote kind of got him there. Now I know Joe gets the ball out quick, but when I look at this looks like whoever this center is, that he's losing. It looks like he's losing. We also got to see this. Is that a tight end? No, that can't be a tight end. Damn, I wish they had a wider view so that I could see what the hell is going on. No, that's not a tight end. That's somebody else we got. That's a tackle. I'm not sure, but I know if I look at Tommy King Basote, look like he won. Tyrus Wheat, he goes out of the frame, so I'm not sure. But I'd say that's a plus for King Basote. Now, granted, he got the ball out quick, but a King Basote seems like he's pushing that center back. Whoever that center is, looks like he's getting pushed. I don't know if that's Hoffman. I don't know if that's whoever the hell else. But it looked like a King Basote got his ass. So this is because nobody's talking about a King Basote. Have y'all let me know, has anybody heard anything about Tommy King Basote? Because I haven't. I have not heard a thing about Tommy King Basote. So I think he was our last pick in the draft. So King Basote looked like he won that matchup there. Even though, shout out to Joe getting that ball out quickly, because that's where it really came down to, like, get the ball out. So, but as we keep looking, I love this clip. I love this clip. Now, I love this. See, I talk shit about Ferg. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't perform in the game, I'm going to talk shit about him again. But but this is what I want to see from Ferg. This is what you call elevate. Don't be soft and don't let the ball get knocked out. Because you definitely saw whoever was covering Ferg here. I think that's Izzy. Izzy was trying to get that ball out. You can see Izzy going for the ball, but you see Ferg hold on tight. I'm going to see if I can pause it. Izzy went for that ball, but Ferg knew it, kept that ball tight, and didn't fumble it. So shout out to Ferg for that. And I like the elevation from Ferg there in that clip. Really elevated, not being soft. I can't stand no soft-ass tight ends. I can't stand. That's the reason why I didn't like Schultz, because Schultz would just get bullied. Like, stop getting bullied. Like, yeah, you wide open, but what happens when someone wants to cover you? Can you still catch the ball? So I love what I saw there from Jake Ferguson. Shout out to him. But also, we got to sit here and look at what the hell's happening in the trenches. Look at Terrence Steele. Now, Terrence Steele allegedly is dealing with like a high ankle sprain or a low ankle sprain. But somebody, I know there's been talks that Perion Winfrey has been going off at camp. But he wasn't going off in this clip. That's all I know. Terrence Steele tore his ass up. Look at Terrence Steele. This is Terrence Steele right here, guys. Terrence Steele. This is Perion Winfrey, a guy we picked up from the USFL. I mean, well, it's just called the UFL now. Terrence Steele gets him up out of there. I love this. Wow. This is great. That looked like great technique. I don't know if there's any O-line gurus in the chat. But if you are, please let me know. What Terrence Steele here looks like he tacks him with his hand, gets his hand on him, and just gets him on out of the way. Definitely see a punch, violent, anchoring down. Like, And y'all know people always knock Terrence Steele because they say he's not a pass blocker. He can only do run blocking, but that looks very good from Terrence Steele. I mean, he looks very confident, looks strong. I mean, that's very strong at the point of attack versus Perion Winfrey. So shout out to T Steele for winning that rep. He definitely won that rep. Definitely won that rep. All right. So let's see if I can exit out of here. And we're gonna look at a couple more clips. How long I've been on here? Okay, hour and 20. Okay, so we about to wrap this shit snide up because I need to go and eat lunch and get on with my day. But let me see if there's anything else I want to show. I already showed that. Elon. So this is another one. I want to look at this clip to see. Because it looks like there was somebody else that I hadn't watched. Number 95 looked like he was getting held. Let me see. Looks like number 95 is going against, I don't know who that is. That may be a Johnny Cornelius. He look like that's Denzel Daxon. He definitely getting held. Definitely getting held. So he got the ball out for sure. Shout out to Joe and shout out to Trayshawn Holden. Because we gotta talk about Trayshawn Holden, and we can't look at this clip and not talk about Trayshawn Holden. But shout out to Trayshawn Holden. That was a great catch. The throw was a bit high, so he had to elevate for that, and it was headed toward the end. So he had to elevate and extend his hand out, but he got that hoe, and it was a touchdown. Trayshawn Holden is definitely a sleeper that I think will probably make it. Like I'm like, don't keep people like. Also, this would have been a sack. Y'all see that linebacker go on? I don't know who that linebacker is. It's gonna go back on a loop. Let me see if I can catch who this linebacker is. Yeah, that's a sack. That's a sack. I don't know who this is. Who is that? Let me see if I can catch him. It don't let us catch him. But that's a sack. Whoever this guy is in the frame, that's a sack. So y'all see what I'm saying? We gotta look at what's going on, because we're like, oh, that's a cool throw. But it's like, in the real game, would that have been a touchdown? No, that would have been a sack. So, and again, I wish I could see who the hell that was, but whoever this person was, they got him. They got Joe Milton. Joe Milton would have been on the ground. So that's what I love. This is fun. I'm glad I decided to do this. Y'all not really talking back to me in the chat, but I know y'all listening. I know y'all looking. So that's all that matters. As long as y'all listening and looking, that is all that matters. I do want y'all's opinion, you know what I'm saying, on what y'all are seeing. Because again, like I said, y'all could be seeing things totally different than me. Totally different. This is the clip I showed, but I gotta critique my guy BB here. And y'all know I love Cooper Beebe. Y'all know I shed real tears when I found out we got Cooper Beebe. No lie, like I shed real tears when I found out we drafted Cooper Beebe. I was on Cooper Beebe 2 years ahead. So, but anyway, when we look at this clip, we've got Solomon Thomas lined over T Book. I think that's T Book. Still here. Who is this? Is that Sam Williams? Yeah, that's Sam Williams here. And now, if I got two people in the frame, I want to look at, and shout out to Osa for hustling down the field there. I'm like, you wouldn't think you see Osa in there, but if we look at what's happening here, we have, this is clearly an outside. Oh, it's like a jet sweep. So we have Scooney here and BB here. They're supposed to be the lead blockers from CD. So let's see how that works out. Let's see if they do their jobs or not. So it looked like good job by Scooney getting his hands on 20. You can see, look at that. CD's got a clear path. But who got to make the block in order for this run to really pop is BB. Let's see if BB sustains his block, or if the linebacker, or if Sanborn evades him. Let's see what happens. And let me look at who 20 is. Who is 20? Dallas Cowboys. Oh, that's Kyer Elam. Okay. So Kyer, you got there by Scooney. Now, of course, that's a weight advantage. Scooney is way bigger than Kyer Elam. We got to be honest about that. Scooney is way bigger than him. So he had the advantage. And Scooney is running full speed. So he got him up out of there. But here, looked like our guy BB lost. Because although he got in space quickly. But Sanborn easily evades the block and would have had the tackle on CD. And then also you see that Bell came in last minute. So that wouldn't have been no touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these things would not have been touchdowns. Because as I said, Scooney gets his block. BB misses his block. Sanborn easily sheds it. Would have tackled CD. And if Sanborn didn't get there, then you also have Marquise Bell right here that would have got him. So that wouldn't have been no touchdown. But it's fun for clips and highlights. You know what I'm saying? It's so fun for clips and highlights. And shout out to Troy Pride. I don't know if Boss is still in the chat, but Boss was the one who said that Troy Pride was looking real good at the end of the season. And I feel like Troy Pride has been having a silently good camp. Not many people have talked about him. But I feel like I've seen some good coverage, and I've heard he's had some good notes on him too. So do like that. And again, love the hustle play from Osa in this clip. But I didn't even point out, because it happens like right at the beginning, but we also got to look at here. Solomon Thomas is at the nose. This is what I'm talking about. See, y'all thought I was lying when I'm like, I'm seeing Solomon Thomas at the nose. Like Solomon Thomas. Oh no, he's not at the nose. He's not at the nose. But we can clearly see Solomon Thomas here. He just gets taken out of the play completely by Booker and Terrence Steele right here. Completely washed out of the play. And I've seen that quite a bit. And it makes sense, because you think Solomon Thomas, that type of body frame, is defeating double teams? No. That's why I'm really not understanding what we're doing there. But I mean, Terrence Steele just pushes him off the block easily. It was not even a thing. But I guess, I think what they're doing is rundowns, Mozzie's first team. But when it comes to pass rushing sets, the starting, so like on our nickel sets, it'll be Osa and Solomon Thomas out there. That's what I'm thinking. We just got him here because I guess they thought that maybe we lined up big and then it was an end around. So we got him here. That's a good trick play, low key. Because you call this set. Clearly we're lined up to stop the pass, and then it's an end around. Yeah. So I actually love this play. Even though it would have been blown up, I still love it. So it was only going to be blown up because, our guy BB didn't do his assignment. And also you see Marquise Bell, he was going to make the hit anyways too. I don't know who was supposed to be on Marquise Bell, but they didn't make the block. But anyway, I think I'll probably watch like one more clip. Yeah, I'm gonna watch like one more clip, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, here's a good run play. This is another play where it would have been a tackle for loss. So many of these clips would have just been tackles for loss. But if we look at what's happening in the trenches, yeah, because 53, which I think is Buddy Johnson, he's gonna stop blue there. But if we look at the trenches, we got Perion Winfrey and Aking Basote I think they lost there. If I'm looking correctly. Because this is Perion Winfrey here. This is a King Basote here. This is Bass here. Not sure who this is here. I think this is Sadiq Charles. And this is probably Nate Thomas over here. Maybe. No, that's not. That's Austin Richards. Okay. So this is Austin Richards versus Maris. A King Basote versus whoever our center is. And then Perion Winfrey versus I gotta look again. It's kind of hard to keep up. I'm gonna look again. So okay. Now that time that center got a King Basote, pushed him right out of the gap. So that's definitely an L from a King Basote. And I'm gonna look at somebody else. Oh, Perion Winfrey also gets handled. He gets destroyed. This is Perion Winfrey. Yeah. Gets him right on out of there. I don't know if that was Hoffman or BB, but he gets him right on out of there. This is the second team, so I assume it's probably Hoffman or somebody. But he ends up going. Let me see whose gap that was that he went out of. Oh, he just yeah. I think here it looks like a King Basote gets moved out of the gap. Maris flowed inside, which left a gap wide open. So I got to give a ding to King Basote. I got to give a ding to Maris. Then you also see Deron Bland. And not Deron Bland, but you're also seeing here 18, which is Damone Clark. He getting held up by a tight end. I can't have that. Now, he did seem like he got off the block pretty quickly. If we look correctly, it looks like he gets off the block. Yeah, because he's getting held and then gets off the block and maybe would have possibly helped make the tackle. So that's not too bad. But really, we got to look at, it's Maris got handled by Awesome. Got to get Maris to get off the block. So I've seen a couple of clips of Maris kind of not being able to get off the block. And also, I think Maris just guessed wrong. Or maybe, I don't know. Is that a him or Damone? Him or Damone should have been there in the hole to make that tackle, and they were not. Now, thank God Buddy Johnson comes over and scrapes. So again, that wouldn't have been no touchdown. Because Buddy Johnson comes across and gets him. Yeah, and whoever else, that corner 35. So it wouldn't have been no touchdown. They would have got him anyways. But you still see the DTs getting out of gas. But I feel like this is a good clip to end on because you can clearly see here that, and shout out, we talked about a little bit yesterday about Eberflus, about his scheme. And Flus said that the run game is on the entire defense. And I feel like this clip shows it. Because you could clearly see a King Basote getting pushed out. You could clearly see Perion Winfrey getting pushed out of the gap. You could see Maris getting held up. But yet, that still would have been a short game because you have people like Buddy Johnson and whoever this 35 number 35 corner is coming to blow shit up. But if we allow it to, it's just on the D tackles. Well, I guess every time the D tackles get pushed out of gap, we're just gonna get our asses kicked. And honestly, guys, this type of shit happened in real NFL games. Where, okay, the D tackles got pushed, but nobody else is doing shit. So now it's a touchdown when the safety should have made a stop. Or the corner should have made a stop. Or the linebacker should have made a stop. So I really like what this clip is showing. I think it's a good clip to end on to show that it's going to take a team. It is going to take a team to stop the run. Your DTs are going to get pushed. I've seen the great Dexter Lawrence, all-pro D tackle get pushed off the ball by a rookie Cooper Beebe and a Tyler Smith. Your DTs are going to get pushed, especially with the double teams. They're going to get pushed sometimes. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. That's why everybody else has to do their effing jobs. If we actually want to stop the run and stop putting it on, oh, it's this guy's fault. It's everybody's fault. Because if everybody was doing their job, we should have been able to make a stop, regardless of Akeem Basote getting pushed or Maris getting blocked or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and I did want to show this clip. Because I'm like, how am I not show this clip? I'm going to show this one last clip and then I'm done. And then I'm done. Because it's 12:25. And y'all see my followers. Y'all getting kind of bored, but that's all right. Y'all can get bored all y'all want. I already showed that. This was another clip of Osa just getting destroyed in the run game, but I ain't gonna. Oh, this is another O-line domination. Oh, I think I just showed that clip. Yeah, but when I made this comment, I didn't even see. Yeah, that would have been a tackle for loss. But I already did this one. I already did that one. Blah blah blah. I do want to show this clip from Mozzie because I'm gonna show Mozzie's wins on my channel. I know we saw Mozzie's losses and we saw Tyler Smith get rid of his ass, but here's a clip live front and center of Mozzie getting rid of Tyler Smith's ass. Now, how many times this happened in practice? I don't know. I'm gonna go look at a Law's full padded practice. Well, they were in shells yesterday to see, how did Mozzie do all together. But here, he gets Tyler Smith clearly out of there and would have made the tackle for loss. So, and that was a firing out the ball. I believe in this clip, I watched it like 100 times. He's quicker than Osa off the ball. Quick, rip move, gets in the backfield. And we saw Mozzie do this in real life NFL games. We saw him do this in real NFL games. So this isn't like, oh, well, Mozzie, he only did that in practice. Now, we've seen it in real NFL games, him do this exact thing. It seems like Mozzie is played with more energy yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like Mozzie just wasn't playing with energy like the last 2 to 3 practices, or I would just say like 1 or 2 practices before this. I'm like, where's Mozzie's energy? But that clip, I could see he playing with that energy that we know he can play with. You know what I'm saying? With Mozzie, it's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. So everybody who's doubting Mozzie, they have a reason to doubt him. I'm not trying to convince people to love Mozzie. I'm not trying to convince people to think he's not a bust and shit. I just want y'all to stop trying to make me believe that. That's what I want. That's what I really want. Like, if Mozzie is a bust to you, great. If he sucks, great. If we need to cut him, great. If that's what you think about Mozzie, that's fine. You can have your opinions. But what I don't like is when I put my opinion out on Mozzie, and then y'all come in my comments telling me he's ass, he sucks, what you looking at, he this and he's that. Like, Mozzie is such a trigger because I can make a tweet that's not even about Mozzie. It's about Osa or it's about somebody else, and then people be under my comments talking about Mozzie. I'm not talking about Mozzie. But people feel like the need to just insert Mozzie into every conversation, and it's because the Cowboys nation hates him. Like, just be honest. I wish y'all just be honest about that. Y'all don't fuck with him. Y'all don't like him. Y'all don't think we should have ever picked him. And so anytime people try to explain shit, y'all just say it's excuses. So I wish people would be honest about that. But yeah, we're gonna show Mozzie's lowlights, but we also gonna show Mozzie's highlights. Y'all already seen Mozzie's lowlights. Y'all done already heard people there on the ground. Vach, shout out to Vach, who's a friend of the channel. Love Vach, but y'all done already heard Vach say he looked like he mad every time he got to go against Tyler Smith, and Perion Winfrey is the real person and all that stuff. So y'all already heard everybody saying everything and showing the clips of Tyler Smith pancaking him, which it wasn't really a pancake. He literally fell on top of Mozzie, but pancaking him. So it's like, I'm going to show some clips of Mozzie actually winning. So, but anyway, I'm ending the show on that. I thank you guys. Let me get back to the full screen. Just stop sharing. I thank y'all for being in the chat with me. I know this was a little bit of a long show. Damn, this was almost 2 hours. Whoops, I didn't mean to go live that long. I thought I was only going to go live for like an hour and 15 minutes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I really appreciate you guys' love and support of the channel. If you're new to the channel and you're watching, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 700 subscribers, guys. We was growing and we plateaued, but that's okay. I'm gonna just keep being consistent because I know y'all got my back and God got my back. So I know I just got to keep being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Not be too caught up in likes and subs. Just keep putting out content. The likes and subs will come. But please make sure you're liking the video. Please share the video, share the stream with your family and friends. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. And also, please donate to my Cash App. You can see it right there on the screen, $Stargazer Sports. Please donate to my Cash App so that my channel can continue to grow. I expressed to y'all that I'm trying to get this new software so that I can run my mic and my sound buttons and everything through one platform. I'm restricted from doing it because I'm now using my mic through my USB port instead of my XLR port because I just feel like I like the sound way better than running it through XLR. So I'm sacrificing buttons for clarity of sound. But if you guys could please help me by donating to my channel, then I can get that software and then we can have great sound and my buttons. But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. Love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Please stay for the outro video because that's how you can get all my social media handles. I will talk to you guys soon and peace.
In perspective, she has 2 3-pointers tonight. She had made 4 total